Further equations extension. Now, even though these are extension questions, I think if you're doing the fractions first, 3h, you want to go through and do some of those fraction questions. Stop, do these, and then go back to the fractions, because you're actually going to need these skills to do the extension questions in the fractions. Otherwise, you won't be able to do them. Okay, solve these equations. So the aim of this is to get the x's on one side and the pronumerals on one side and the numbers on the other. So we can do this by either bringing them across or taking them away. So what we're going to do is, I think we'll do it with the same method I've used with the fractions, just to make it easier. We're going to deal with the 5x's and the 3x's first, so the like terms. What we're going to do is we're going to take away the lowest one to get rid of it here. So because it's a plus 3x, we're going to take 3x off, but what we do to one side, we do to the other. And what that's going to do is it's going to get rid of the x on one side for us. 5x take away 3x is 2x. And these ones cross out. We can't forget what we already started with, so we're going to bring the 2 down and the takeaway down. So we're going to have plus 2 equals minus 5. Don't forget that. Okay, so now we've got 2x plus 5 equals minus 5. So we've got a minus 2 from both sides to give us 2x equals minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. Okay, so we've got 2x, which is 2 times x, equals minus 7, so we're going to divide by 2. Which leaves us with x equals 2 into 7 goes minus 3 and a half. So our answer is minus 3 and a half. I could show you another way, which I might in a sec. I'll do this one and then we'll rub it out and I'll show you another way to do both of them. Okay, so we want to get rid of the x's. So we start with the lowest one. The lowest one is actually minus 2x. So we're going to do the opposite to minusing 2x. We're going to plus 2x to both sides. This crosses out because minus 2x plus 2x is 0. So we write down our 15. Don't forget to write this down. Equals x. 11. X plus 2x is 3x. So now we only have one pronumeral. Okay, so now we're going to minus 11 from both sides. 15 take away 11 is 4. That crosses out to give us 3x. Okay, so we're now going to go divide by 3. So 4 divided by 3 is 1 1/3 equals x. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to rub out what we've just done there, and I'm going to actually do it again a different way. Okay, so that's one option. That's method 1. And that's the way that I did it in the fractions. Okay, so that is one way. So whichever way you want to do it, just try and stick with it. Okay, so this other option I quite like, but sometimes students will forget what they're doing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw all the pronumerals on one side and I'm going to throw all the numbers on the other side. When I take them to the other side, I'm going to take them as an opposite to what they are. So if they're a positive, I'm going to make them a negative. So I'm going to bring this 3x over here. It's positive on this side, so I'm going to make it a negative 3x on that side. And I'm going to bring the 2 over to this side and I'm going to make it a minus 2. Make sure you put it on the end, okay? Just so that you don't get confused. So we'll rewrite that out. We've got 5x, we brought the 3x over to make it a minus 3x because we've made it opposite. We had a minus 5 and we've brought the 2 over to be a minus 2. 5x minus 3x is 2x. Minus 5 minus 2 is minus 7. We then divide by 2. X equals minus 3.5. Okay, I find that easier. But if you don't, just stick with the other method and just whichever one you like, watch it again, okay? And the other one, try and forget. What we're going to do here, I'm actually going to bring this one over this side as a plus 2x. And I'm going to bring this one over this side as a minus 11. And you might say, well, why did I bring it over that side? I want to actually get rid of the negatives. It's easier to work without negatives. So we've got 15 minus 11 equals x plus 2x. 15 take away 11 is 4. X plus 2x is 3x. We then divide by 3. That crosses that out. So x equals 3 into 4 goes 1 and a third. We can flip it over. I personally think that's easier, but it's up to you to decide which way you would prefer to do it. If we had our answer, if we'd solved this equation, 2x minus 5 equals 10x minus 3x, and we want to check it, we substitute back in both sides. Because we have the equals here, what that means is that the left-hand side should equal the right-hand side when we're finished. So both sides need to be equal for the equation to work. We're going to substitute the 3 in everywhere we see the x. So remember to put it in brackets. 2 outside of 3 minus 5 equals 10 minus 3 outside of 3. So that means 2 times 3 is 6 minus 5 equals 10. 3 times 3 is 9 minus 9. 6 take away 5 is 1. 10 take away 9 is 1. Does 1 equal 1? It does. So, yep, it's right. Therefore, x equals 3 is a solution. The next one, 5x plus 2 equals 2x minus 7. We've got to substitute 2 in to make sure that that is the correct solution. So 5 bracket 2, we're substituting the 2 in, plus 2 equals 2 outside of 2 minus 7. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2 equals 2 times 2 is 4 minus 7. 10 plus 2 is 12. 4 minus 7 is minus 3. Does that equal? No, it doesn't. Put a line through. Put a line through the equal sign. It means it does not equal. So therefore, x equals 2 is not a solution. Now they were extension questions, but I think you might have found them a little bit easier than some of those fraction ones. A lot of students find the fractions easier. So my advice is master these first, go back to the fractions, have another go at that. But you want to master each step along the way. So it means practice, do your textbook work. Not sure about it, I can give you more work to do if you need it to master it. Okay, so we've got another one here with brackets. So first of all, we need to expand the brackets like you would normally, and then we need to solve it. So this means 5 times x and 5 times 1. Minus 2 times x and minus 2 times minus 2. Be really careful, it has a minus here. We don't want to forget that, or we're not going to do it correctly. So 5 times x is 5x. 5 times 1 is 5. Minus 2 times x is minus 2x. Now most students get this bit right. It's the next bit. Most students would do 2 times minus 2, but it's actually minus 2 times minus 2 gives us a plus 4. That is where most people go wrong. Equals 7. So what we're going to do now is we're going to collect our like terms. So our like terms here are 5x. Minus belongs to the 2. Our other set of like terms are plus 5 and plus 4. Once we've collected like terms, we can then solve it. It becomes quite an easy equation. So 5x take away 2x is 3x. 5 plus 4 is 9 equals 7. What is the opposite to plussing 9? It is take off 9. So 3x equals, that crosses out. 7 take away 9 is minus 2. Now we need to divide by 3. X equals minus 2 on 3. Okay, so this one is much the same, but it's just set out a little bit differently. So we've got 3 times x and 3 times 1, 3 times 2x and 3 times minus 1. Don't forget to write this down. That 5x is on its own. We're not timesing by it, but don't forget to keep it. So 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 1 is 3 equals 5x. writing that one down. 3 times 2x is 6x. 3 times minus 1 is minus 3. Okay, so we're going to collect the like terms. We're only collecting them on the side that they belong on, so we're only worrying really about these ones to collect. The rest of terms on their own. So we have 3x plus 3, no like terms on that side. 5x and 6x is 11x minus 3. So we're now back to a question like example 1 where we have a pronumeral on both sides. So I'm going to actually write it down here as well, because from this stage we're going to continue with 2 different methods. We're going to do the first method where we're going to take 3x from both sides to start with. That crosses out. We write our 3 down. 11x take off 3x is 8x minus 3. We're going to plus 3 to both sides. Gives us 6 equals 8x. We now need to divide by 8. 2 goes into 6 3 times and 2 goes into 8 4 times. So our solution is 3 on 4. Okay, so we're going to do this one like we did previously with the second method. So we're going to bring this 3x over onto this side as a minus 3x. We're going to put it at the end as a minus 3x. We're going to bring this 3 over to this side as a plus 3. Okay, so this side is going to have 3 plus 3 equals 11x minus 3x. 3 plus 3 is 6 equals 11x minus 3x is 8x, and then we're going to divide by 8. Okay, so 2 into 6 goes 3 times, 2 into 8 goes 4 times. And that one crosses out to leave us with x equals 3 on 4. So you can see we've got the same solution. Okay, so that's it for extension. Like I said, try those out, go back to your fractions and then stop when you're really good at it.